video, I'm going to speak about having no freedom of speech. The way I see it, especially in this time, like this culture at this moment in 2022, specifically, I don't know if it's going to change later on, but I can speak about what is going on right now. We don't have freedom of speech, and when in cancel culture, you say something wrong, something that people don't like, and they cancel you out. There's just a lot of money involved. If you're rich, they're gonna take your money, and if you're not rich, then sometimes they'll beat you up. They might even kill you. You gotta be careful what you say. Like every little thing that you say, if you say something wrong, then you could have some major backlash coming your way. And it's just not worth it, and it's a culture, it's a time when it's a huge benefit to be silent. Just not say much, not talk much. Maybe just if you want, maybe lead by example without words. A lot of times, like words, things get miscommunicated, misunderstood. And another thing is, like, as soon as you put anything out on the internet, no matter if it's something on Twitter or a video that you upload onto whatever platform, it's like they capture that statement and then they hold onto it forever. And what's the point of speaking if you end up saying something wrong, and then you end up having to apologize afterwards, and even after the apology, they still, it's not truly forgiving. They always will remember and hold you accountable for what you said in the past. And it's just a lot smarter to just be careful what you say, if you say anything, or just don't say anything at all. Just be silent. And I think there's been people that have lost millions, if not billions, just from one tweet, a wrong tweet, wrong statement. And I think the way words are right now, they take it so serious. Like this time and age, like everybody's so hypersensitive to everything. Like every little thing that's said, if they don't say everything properly, or they say something that's like just not of the majority, they're gonna get canceled and they're gonna get punished. And that's not freedom. Freedom of speech is when you can say, you can speak truth and not be punished. But right now, if you speak truth, your truth, and it doesn't line up with what the majority feels or thinks, then you will be punished. And you have to understand that. And also, like, the internet, social media, it's not necessarily a positive thing for everybody. Like, there could be a lot of negativity that come out of it. So meaning, if you're a multi-billionaire and then you wake up one night and you just say something stupid, and then you lose billions of dollars because you just said something dumb, like, just imagine losing that much money over making a mistake. It's just saying something that you're not supposed to say. And now, like, you lose billions of dollars, millions of dollars, or whatever. Like, I think with technology, with access to the internet at any moment that we want, sometimes it can be abused and just not used for the greater good. And we're better off taking a break from all that. And then once we take a break from all that, we can determine if it's something to work, if it's even worth coming back to. The technology should be used to help you make money, not lose money. So as soon as the technology is hurting you, like financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, if it's destroying you, then you should take a break from it and maybe just get rid of it. I think for some people, going back to like the life that we used to live without all this technology, sometimes I think it is a benefit for certain people. Just, imagine a life where, you don't have a cell phone to use, or a laptop, or access to the internet, and there's no social media, none of that. And you just live your life. You go to work, do what you need to do to make money. You come back home, enjoy your time at home, do your art, your hobbies, and just live a regular life. But I think so many of us are just so addicted to this technology, and it's hard to break the addiction. But once you realize that there's negativity that's coming out of it, the social media is like not putting you in a good mood, it's putting you in a bad mood. You're getting bullied, you're getting harassed. People are making you angry, making you sad, making you depressed. You say something wrong and you start losing money. Like things like that, you got to step back and evaluate what's going on and be like, you know what, like, maybe I need to step away from this, take a year off, a few years off, and just evaluate, how you feel, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, financially. And you might discover that, like this internet, and this social media is causing, this negativity in my life. Like not everybody, very few people will actually make money off of social media. So a lot of the times the stuff is not worth it. Like we might have access to it, but it doesn't mean that it's going to be beneficial for your life. You might go to the grocery store and you have access to all sorts of foods, and right away, they start shoving the sweets right in front of your face. Donuts, cupcakes, cookies, and you could buy as much of that as you want, but it doesn't mean that you should, and it doesn't mean that that's all you should eat, and that you should develop a strong addiction to that sugar, and then now you're hooked on it for like decades, and then you can't get off of it, no matter if it's coffee, alcohol, donuts, sweets, candy, ice cream. Like a lot of people, they just don't know how to have balance. They don't know how to just have a little bit. It's either like being addicted, or they just don't do it. They don't drink alcohol, and they stay away from sweets. They don't drink pop. They're pretty disciplined But social media has its goods and it has its bads. And pay attention to what's going on to some of these famous people when they make a mistake, how much money it's costing them, and then how damaged their reputation has become. I'm not going to really name names, but you could see for yourself what's going on with some of these famous people. And another thing to pay attention to is some of these famous people got billions of dollars, millions of dollars, and you could just see they're just not happy, and mentally they're just like, they're not healthy mentally. They're sad. They get so angry over little things, and it's like all this money, but then they're still not happy, and you see it right in front of your face. So that shows you that obviously money's not everything. Money's important, but it can't give you everything. It can't give you like complete health, like physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It can't give you that. That takes effort, of disciplined practice and living a certain lifestyle. And the lifestyle, of the rich, they get access to like whatever they want. And with that access to whatever they want, it's hard for them to control like what is good and what is bad. A lot of times it could lead them towards a downward spiral. So meaning like if you go into a buffet, you can eat whatever you want, healthy food or junk food, and then you just start eating all junk food, and you keep doing that day after day after day. It's gonna take a toll on your body. So right now we mostly all of us have unlimited access to the internet, unlimited access to social media, but because we're not doing it and using it responsibly, it could create further damage towards your growth rather than positive. So it could actually deter you from advancement in your mental health and your spiritual well-being. So certain times in our life, it might be best to restrict access to certain things, just like all this violence that's going on with the guns and all that. Like it's a problem, and should we have guns or should we not have guns, and a lot of times a smart decision is just do away with the guns. Just forget all about it. Just don't even have it in your life, and just find peace without it. And that's kind of what social media has become. It's like, do you need it or do you not? Like, make sure that if you do use social media, make sure that it's gonna enhance your life, and it's gonna help you make money, and it's gonna help you get like better emotionally, and advancing spiritually. Just observe, like, in your own life, what is social media doing for you? Maybe you might make a list, write down the positives and the negatives, and then make that decision, for your own life, and observe what's going on out there, and just use it wisely if you do use it at all. That's my feedback.